Hi guys, we are here. We've been doing, we are working on hitting all of the state parks in Ohio. We have this little park passport and we're working on hitting all of the state parks. And when we started out doing this, we were kind of looking for reviews on places on YouTube and we didn't really find what we were looking for some information on what that park was like or that kind of thing. So we just thought we'd make our own videos. So this is our first that we're doing. We're here at Harrison Lake State Park. And yeah, so we're just gonna tell you we'll show you some things about the park, and then at the end we'll tell you 3 things we love about this place and 3 things we disliked.
Yep. And we'll be going into some of the stuff like what this state park offers, because that's what we were kind of looking for.
Yeah.
Like what type of bathrooms they have, what type of campsites they have, is it shaded and stuff like that. And we kind of lucked out because this was our first one where we kind of went in blind. And we looked out with our spot.
Yeah.
In particular. I mean, right behind us, you can see the view, and right there's the lake. However, you can't walk to it. So, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
And we'll show you our campsite.
Yeah, and this was our first experience with my first experience with a non-electric site.
Yeah.
So, we'll also show you maybe how we made it through that.
Yeah. And it wasn't as bad. As long as she has access to a flush toilet within walking distance, we can live off grid.
So not off grid.
But yeah, we'll get into all that and we'll show you some pictures and videos of the actual campgrounds. All right, so here is just a little tour of our campsite. We are in spot 204 of the non-electric area. And this is the non-electric area. It's down that way, down this way, and then it's basically a cul-de-sac. And all of these have these huge pine trees tucked in the back. And what we did is we tucked our tent behind the pine trees, so we had the max amount of shade. They all come with a fire ring, and they are within walking distance of a flush toilet. And you get this awesome view of the lake and all that. So we're gonna be showing some fishing videos and other videos of the lake, and so make sure you look for those. But yep, here is the non-electric portion of the campgrounds. There are 2 campgrounds. Harrison Lake. Got a little fish here. We're out here fishing on the lake. See where we are. Camping out here at the state campgrounds. Look at Tiana at Harrison Lake. Got a crappie out here. With
Sure did.
Panfish Mafia. Out here on Harrison Lake, and the crappie are biting. There's the beach right there. Pretty decent sized beach. There is a dog beach, so make sure you take your animals to that, please. And it has a lot of picnic tables. It was packed yesterday. People were swimming all the way out there. So, pretty decent beach.
Hey guys, we're at Harrison Lake State Park, and this is their Storybook trail. It's a cute little story. I think there was like 12 or 13 pages. A nice walking path that's like mulch, so if you have a stroller, it's a wide path. You could it's easily accessible for all. Cute story, just a great little hike in the woods. So I think it's definitely a family-friendly event, and you should check it out.
I have been tasked with showing the bathrooms. So here it is. This is a quad, so 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. This is what the bathroom is inside. So we have a really decent sized shower, 2 benches, and then you have a lower port and an upper port, so you can just move that up and down if you got kids, dogs, whatever. I actually don't think dogs are supposed to be in there, but and then you have your hot and cold right there, and you have your other area of the bathroom to get ready and all that. It's actually one of the cleaner ones we've been to. We've been to a lot of state campgrounds, and so Yeah, not bad.
Right, we are entering in the South Campground. This is where the majority of the RVs are. We were also on the south part of the campground, but it was the non-electric tent sites is where we stayed. All of these sites over here look very, I mean, for the most part, very level and really new, like new pads, new picnic tables, that kind of thing. So I'm not sure if this is a newer portion of the park, but quite a few sites over here. And it looks like there's the bathroom house that we had been using that's kind of in between the non-electric sites and these sites. And then at the end of this one, I'm gonna turn through here, there's a latrine style bathroom, but just right up over that hill is the lake, so you could easily access the lake from these sites over here. So all in all, a pretty nice side of the campground. Not too much on the shade, I don't feel like, for these sites though. All right, and here we're gonna come through to the north campground. They have this water tower up here. There's some group camping sites back through this little lane that you see where the fire hydrant is. You walk back through there, and there was a nice little group camping area. Nice fire ring, all that good stuff. If you are coming here in an RV, here is your trailer waste station. Dump all your nasty stuff. They have a dog beach. So we did see from our campground, or our campsite, we saw some dogs out there swimming, so that was kind of neat. And we are entering into the other sites. So yeah, they do have a really nice playground. This really would be a great state park to bring kids. Our kids are older now, and so they just came and fished and then left. But if you have little kids, I definitely think this is a great state park. I will say the sites over here are a little bit more shaded for the most part. Obviously there's a little bathhouse. We didn't go in that one, so I'm not sure if it's flush or not, but it kind of looks like it probably is. It looks like a decent one. But these sites over here do look like they have a little bit more slope to the pad. So if you're in an RV, that might be something that would be of concern to you. I don't see any pull-through sites at this whole entire place. So they're all back in sites, no pull-throughs at all. But quite a bit of sites, and I don't feel like, you know, it doesn't feel like they're super close together, because sometimes they can be really close, and that's not fun. So feels like you've got a good amount of space between you and your neighbor on all these sites. There's plenty of, like, we're coming by another playground and there's a bathroom right there, so these would have been my choice sites when our kids were little, to camp back here where they could go to the playground, we could see them from our campsite, and the bathroom was right there if they needed to go quickly. So lots of sites. I think there's probably like 4 rows that are similar to this. I don't think we're going to cruise through all of them. I think just we did, you can see the yurts over there. We definitely got those yesterday. So yeah, but you can see the slope on that. Look how far up he's got to have his jacks, or whatever those things are called. I don't know. But anyways, quite a bit of slope. And these sites back here are kind of just like a farm field view. That's about it. And then back down the loop. So like I said, there's about 4 loops that look like this. One includes a couple of yurts and a cabin and that kind of thing. So overall, I mean, definitely a family-friendly place. So come check it out. So here at the Harrison Lake State Park, they do have a couple of yurts and a little cabin, it looks like. So those could be kind of fun. The yurts have a little sky dome in the top. I don't know that I've ever seen a yurt quite like that. But they look like they come with a grill and cute little setup and a cabin. And even the cabin has a little covered porch area with a grill. So just really neat, cute little setup right across from some bathhouse also.
Hello, Nick and Tiana from Lambert Outdoors, and we are going to be talking about some things we liked and disliked about Harrison Lake so that way other people watching this video can get a better grasp of the lake.
Right, because the whole purpose, I think we said, or we will say in the video, is we couldn't find a whole lot of information about the state park. And so we wanted to be able to provide some information for people who are maybe wondering, like, should I go to Harrison Lake State Park? Maybe you're just kind of tired
of... to take my kids?
Yeah, maybe you're tired of going to the same place all the time and you want to try somewhere new, but you're just not sure. We had never even really heard of it, so we actually got this passport book from one of the state parks we stayed at last year, Lake Laramie State Park, and just kind of going through.
And our goal is to pretty much go to every single one.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So this is our kind of review of Harrison Lake State Park, and
we'll be doing more of these videos. But let's get into it. We'll do our likes or dislikes. Which one do you want to do first? The bad first.
Let's start with the dislikes. I guess. Sure.
Go ahead.
No, you do yours first.
My dislike is so we did do some hikes around the lake, and this is the hiking trail right here. And you can see on this, it's clearly marked, okay? Blue, green, and the red. So while we're going around though, like you kind of get lost you don't get lost, but like the trail disappears and there's no clear markings of the trail. Now we do love the hike, but we don't like to just wander around and wonder, are we on the trail? There was even one point like where the hiking trail dead ends into a road, and the only thing on the other side of the road is another road that says do not enter. And so like it didn't say like take a right at the road.
Yeah, it didn't have any clear direction. I mean, we had the map with us, but even that is not clear on there as to what way we should go. You know, there was also a bridge, so we're like, does this go down and like there's another little footbridge across, or do we have to go on the road and that kind of thing?
Eventually we figured it out. Obviously, we're here.
Yes, we survived.
So that would be my dislike.
Okay, that's a solid dislike.
Thanks.
My dislike is that there are flush toilets. That's a big thing for me. I have to be able to have a flush toilet. I just don't like a pit toilet. It's not my thing.
Or porta potties.
Or porta potties. I don't do it, guys. So if you're like me, our videos are definitely going to be for you. So I'm never going to recommend a place that doesn't have a flushable toilet. This place did. However, they have a lot of pit toilets also. Like a lot of latrines that are, I don't know why. I don't understand why. If you could have a flush toilet in one area of a campground, I feel like you should be able to have a flush toilet everywhere. So
I think it's plumbing.
I get that it's plumbing, but I'm saying, I don't literally mean I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't see a reason why they didn't run the plumbing and make all of those. Like, why is there not that upgrade
usually
being done?
latrine toilets are near campgrounds where there is running water. So, in my opinion, you should, just run some plumbing over there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that was definitely a dislike for me. I forgot what the other dislike was. We had 3 things we really disliked, but I can't remember what the third one was. The pit toilets.
You can't.
Unmarked. I do know what the other one was. So this campground is kind of split up into a north and a south area, and there's no point where you enter in this one point, and it's like, we're at the state park.
Yeah.
That's not how this is. You have to go out and around on the road. Like, there's no way that this is actually all connected as one state park. And even parts of the park, like, there are people's houses right there. Like, that was kind of...
It was a weird setup.
That was a little bit weird.
The parks were actually a north and a south. It was... they were split, like, within walking distance, but, like, you'd have to walk a lot. Not a lot, but, you know, it's a large walk just to get from one park to the other. So the splitting of the parks was a little weird in my opinion. I don't know why you just wouldn't have them all in one area. And like you said, it feels like when you go into a park road, you know, you got your welcome to the park, you got the lodge and all that stuff, or whatever, a welcome center, and then the park is behind it. This was not like that. It was like, here's the park you just drove by. That's where you're going to camp, but you got to check in here, and then you can drive through the other and then come back to it type thing.
Yeah, and I don't mean like it's like, you know, around the block kind of thing. Like
around the lake.
It's like at least 1.5 miles from where our campsite was, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe
and if you didn't read the signs, you could get lost.
Yeah. So that's those are our main dislikes,
Yeah.
like major points.
So likes.
Yes.
I'll start. Can I start?
Yes.
So we did this, and I don't know if they're doing this at every park. This is our first one of the year, but we did a scavenger hunt. Okay. And so what we did is we got this paper from the park office, and then we go around. You take a picture, selfie with everything that's in there, and I'll throw some of those pictures on here at the end, and so you can see. But we finished the scavenger hunt. Yeah, you get a sticker. You could put them in your passport. We'll probably put them on something, but yep, we got our stickers for that. That would be my first dislike, and if you don't mind, my first like. That was really cool because it gave you something to do. And we went around the hiking trail looking for these things.
Yes, but with the with that being a like, also like it's a very family friendly park.
Yeah.
Like I will say that like they actually have like a storybook trail,
which was really cool too.
There's like all these pages of a book basically on these little platform type things that you go walk this little trail. Very well groomed trail, so like mulched and everything. You could definitely push a stroller down that trail. Just really family friendly, nice playground, good beach for the kids, that kind of thing. So disc golf for older kids. They had canoe and kayak rentals even. So so much to do. Yeah. So that was
playgrounds, which you saw in one of the tour videos. So my other like is safety. I'm big on safety. I am law enforcement, ex-military. So is Tiana, and so safety is a big thing. And I love trading patches. So we had an ODNR guy come in. I didn't have him come in. He was just patrolling, and I went up to him and I was like, hey, I got a patch here for you. And I gave him a patch, and he was like, hey, I got to drive to the office. And he came back and he brought a patch back, which looks like he just ripped it off his uniform, which I think is even cooler. We also bought one of the patches from the park as well. But yeah, so if you're law enforcement, take patches with you everywhere and don't expect anything back. But if you get something back, that's cool. So I thought it was cool that we actually saw him patrolling because it's a small park in comparison to some of the bigger ones. And he still took the time to drive through there. So and he talked to me probably half an hour or so. He talked to me, so
he did. they chatted for a while. So
talked shop,
I guess.
Chopped shop.
Whatever he did, I don't know. I was at the campsite, so. For me, I think one of the things that I liked the most was actually it felt like a very clean park. And the hiking trail, I really, even though it was not well marked, I enjoyed that, being able to walk all the way around the lake. Everything was really clean.
Benches.
They have benches and like swing kind of style benches all over the place at different points around the park. So
at the boat ramp alone, there's probably 8 picnic tables.
Yep.
So, well, it's probably so clean because it seemed like they had 50 camp hosts.
They have more camp hosts definitely
than any other park per capita.
Yeah.
It was like every single campsite you pass, it was like, hi, I'm the camp host.
I would say they had at least like
they were patrolling on golf carts.
They were out on the golf carts. So, but lucky for us, because one of the things on the scavenger hunt was to take a picture with a staff member, camp host, or something along those lines. So that's what we used it for. So
yeah. So overall, I liked the park. I thought it was really, decent fishing. Some lakes you'll go to and you won't even catch anything. At least here we got to catch some crappie and some bluegill, and I caught a catfish as well. Tiana caught her first crappie on the lake, which I thought was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good state park. We have a lot of them to go to, and actually, are we gonna do a review on this one?
That'll be a separate video.
Okay. Well, because there's another one that's very close to this state park, we stopped in there also.
So now you have to subscribe to watch that bonus video.
There you go, bonus video. So, yeah, coming soon. Okay.
But thanks for watching, and like I said, subscribe to watch our future videos.
Yeah.
And we hope you liked it, and if you did, you can hit the like button, leave a comment, and tell us where we should go next too.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go all across Ohio.
We are.
Thanks.
Maybe not all this year, so it might take us a minute, but come along on our adventures with us.
Maybe a few months. Thank you, and God bless.